Hey, Bobby. I mean, is this how it's starting? My goodness.
Happy Friday.
Oh, happy Friday. Happy Friday. So, welcome to My Two Cents. A bunch of friends gather around. This is our water cooler. We talk about topics, hot topics, trending topics, things that are going on that face our world. What is it, Belinda?
He over there throwing up his hooks. Like, what is just
you got to represent every once in a while. So
Q's always got to do the most,
Calm down.
Well,
Cluster is coming. Cluster is coming.
Sorry to interrupt you, Jessica. I just
saw there's two type of Q's that are in Miami that run everything. Q bands and Q's. Okay. Get it right.
I'm done.
He can't even answer. He's like, yeah, you kind of.
AKAs are having that cluster soon. Y'all can come out.
We have a cluster coming.
The door for us.
Yes.
Shout out.
We need drivers.
Today is October the 4th. It's First Fridays. We try to gather once a month. Some make it, some don't, for whatever reason. Some of us are here on pain medication, high, and they are here in the building.
Somebody just told me I look like I'm in my 40s, so I'm good.
Ooh, they sure did. They
you heard it, right?
Sure did. I surely did hear that one.
What was the age again?
So, she's in her 40s. Yes. So, where do we want to start? What do we want to start talking about? Dwight, it's so much. It's so much.
It's a lot going on. We do this once a month, so time things start adding up.
So you tell me, Bobby, will pull it up.
I mean, me. I'm, the Mango Mussolini is always top of mind.
Mango Mussolini.
Since he wants to be president again.
I wasn't ready for that. Mango Mussolini. Wow.
Yes. Mango season all around.
But Dwight, are they gonna really this time talk about, politics versus
debate has already happened.
It's over.
It's over.
Are you talking about the second one they're talking about?
Yes.
They're considering?
Yes.
The answer is no. I don't know if you've met or heard Donald Trump. He doesn't know how to not be
Donald Trump.
I don't think that there should be another one.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying to coax him into another one, but I don't think he wants that smoke.
Well, you know what? Gosh, I just keep cutting you off. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Dwight.
No, I was just saying he can't control himself. He's going to want to talk about the things he wants to talk about.
Clearly, I can't either.
And the nonsensical stuff from the last debate. So
yeah, that's all he has.
Yeah, but the VP debate was boring. and on topic, if that's what you like.
It was. I mean, it wasn't even like you walked away like, ooh, so and so was better than the other. Like it just was. You forget that we're supposed to be addressing the people and the things that are going to affect the people and why the people should vote for you or not vote for you.
I just want to say one more thing about mango season. And it was just that I feel like sometimes there's an air that he carries, whether he's telling the truth or not, that sometimes gets lost if you don't know the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And you can kind of think that they are telling the truth and when they're not telling the truth. And I don't really think I want her getting into that boat with him again, because the lawyer in her has her being very diplomatic and not as aggressive as he comes off to be. And aggression to a lot of people means commanding authority.
Right.
And so I just don't want her to get in that pool again with him. Is you won, is over, like just leave that alone. Don't try to do that with him anymore.
Yeah, I mean, for what it's worth, and this is, I don't know if you inspired this. I don't know if she caught wind of what we were doing, but they're going on a whole HBCU homecoming tour.
Listen, I'm not gonna tell you I got a call saying, so you guys are doing the HBCU tour for the vice president. No,
Just say yes. Yes, we
Why,
are.
why did you say yes?
because
You let people believe what they want to believe.
You say because that money ain't hit the account yet. That's
Yeah, nah,
You got to show up.
nah, that's what it didn't do. No,
I love it.
I do too. I love it for them.
Which HBCUs is she visiting?
I know she's going to A&T.
Yeah, she's going to
Probably
A&T,
Howard.
going to Howard. Yeah, I think
It's a long list.
yeah, it's a pretty lengthy list, and they're popping in, and basically the ones in a lot of the battleground states.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Correct.
so
To make
North
it
Carolina, they're going to the AUC in Georgia
Mm-hmm.
for like Spelman and Morehouse and Clark. So
That's what's up.
They're not going to Hampton, Belinda,
I haven't heard.
and they're not going to FAMU, Dwight.
they're not coming to FAMU. They're not coming to FAMU. But
Hey, don't feel bad. They're not going to USF. It's okay.
Where's that at? Where's that?
which is right in her backyard, which is crazy.
Right.
So they're going to.
Actually, they may.
They've already gone to Winston-Salem State.
Oh, nice.
Next weekend they'll be at Lincoln University and Virginia State University.
That's
The following weekend it's at Howard and at A&T and at Clark Atlanta.
Oh,
Then the next weekend they're at Morehouse and Spelman.
okay. Very nice.
And then they said more schools coming soon.
Mhm.
And I'm not really sure how they will be able to fit another one in on another weekend
Yeah.
before the election. But
Yeah,
love
it'd be
that.
interesting because FAMU's homecoming the game is on November 2nd, which is the Saturday before the election. If she decides to make a pop-up visit,
I
Wow.
can see it.
we'll show her a good time.
Helicopter in effect.
I can see it. I can see that happening.
I flew to Tallahassee for homecoming one time.
And you had a good time, just admit it. It's okay.
My husband was a pilot. It was nice.
Oh, I love that.
Shout out to the captain.
Nice.
Shout out to the captain.
Oh, now he's your business. Now he's your business.
I love
Now
that.
he's your business. Oh, okay.
Well, speaking of keeping my business, Captain D coming. Captain D coming.
Oh, we just spoke the man up. They're all.
Captain D coming. Captain D coming.
Just spoke the
Captain
man
D.
up.
They call him Captain D. Yes, we love it.
We just
How's
coming off-
everybody?
Good. We're coming off the heels of my husband is a pilot. He flew me to Tallahassee. He pulled
Yeah.
extra gas in the tank and flew me out
Linda
there.
was talking about how you flew her out. You know,
Yeah.
He went out. He went out of his way, off his route to go to Tallahassee. Take me.
My husband is a pilot, and he flew me to Tallahassee.
Yeah, let me just correct you, Mario. It was a private
That's what
airplane.
you said.
He didn't have the route was Tallahassee. It was a private airplane.
He
So
took me out there for Valentine's Day.
I love it.
He broke protocol.
just making
I
up
love
stuff
it.
there.
Hashtag Black Love.
Somebody's gonna flag you out one day.
HBCU thing. We just wrapped up our HBCU tour with Edward Waters with
Yes.
Florida Rising, educating the youngsters on their civic duty. Senator
Mhm.
Bullitt, would you like to tell everybody what the tour was about?
It's awesome.
yeah, it was an amazing tour. Thanks, big shout out to Hip Rock Star for creating that space for us at Florida Rising. We hit up the 4 HBCUs in Florida, engaging students around voter education. You know, we rebranded our I'm Voting for Black Women that we launched in 2022 because word on the street is there are Black women up and down the ballot. So we want to make sure that students knew about that. And we also encouraged them to sign up for vote by mail. You know, the thing about these students that are at these campuses is that they're not always aware of the fact that they can't come home and vote on election day. And so we want to make sure they have access to the ballot where they are, even if they're registered here in Miami or someplace else.
Yeah, it was a great tour. If you all would like to learn something about it, go to thehbcutour.com. You can also, you don't have to be an HBCU student to go there and gain information. If you need to find your polling precinct, who's on the ballot, sign up for sign up for your absentee ballot, all of that. You can find that there. So
shout out to Florida Rising as well.
And I know we're live. I just want to remind folks, October 7th is the last day you can register to vote here in the state of Florida. So make sure y'all do that. If you're planning on voting in this election, you can go to, vote.org. You can go to Florida Rising website, a bunch of different places in order to register or update your address or your signature. Just want to make sure folks are vote ready for November.
Correct.
What's the Dwight? What's the Florida Rising website by chance?
FloridaRising.org. Thank you for asking there.
Sure.
And then speaking of getting a butt whooping, A&T is playing Hampton for our homecoming. I just wanted to finish out the HBCU conversation.
So why did you preface it with the butt whooping? I don't understand that.
Because we're gonna see what's gonna happen on that day.
It happens each time we meet.
Don't do that.
Yeah, somebody gets a butt whooping. You are absolutely right.
Latif, did you just shimmy your shoulders?
Oh yes, thank you, Bobby. And speaking of somebody tapping that butt.
Oh Lord.
What?
Lord,
what happened?
I mean, you could have used the HBCU segue, but okay.
Spanish Sharp did go to HBCU.
He is an alum, so
yeah.
But what's going on with my man Shannon?
Shannon went on Instagram Live
with Michelle.
Yes.
Full throttle.
I really think that was staged.
I don't know how you can go on Instagram Live without knowing.
You can't.
You're going live.
He did that.
Sure.
Yeah, he did that on purpose.
So.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Yes. But how many of us have a relative of an elevated age who has put up a whole video of them doing a selfie in the camera with their one eye because they didn't know what direction?
I will say my mama has posted some things, and I would be like, Justina, go to her page and remove that.
Listen.
Remove that. It does happen.
You gotta love
live, but yeah.
Listen, you gotta love Mrs. Gary, because we were actually in a board meeting one night, and we're all going live, and I'm like where's I call Supermall. I'm like, where's Supermall? Let me call her and tell her to get on. She jumps on. All I see is her feet on the camera and her socks, little socks that kind of cute. They look like shoes. I'm calling her like, Supermodel, I need you to get your feet off. It happens.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
But I think Shannon is beyond that.
I think he's a little bit more sophisticated than that.
I don't call him Unc for nothing now. Unc now. Okay?
Is he more sophisticated than that?
Look. That's Unc now, Kerr. That's Unc.
I'm saying,
that's Unc. Unc Country Unc from Savannah State. Okay, that's Unc.
I just think
get it twisted now. Come here, Michelle.
Okay.
I don't know if y'all saw Deion Sanders came on with him and Chad. They did the nightcap, right? And so Shannon's like, hey, So Dan, let's talk about the Colorado Buffaloes and that. He said, "Oh no. We don't want to talk about football. Let's talk about what you did the other night." Listen, he said, now you are a superhero, got all these muscles and everything. He said, but your carburetor ran slow that night. The carburetor was off.
Oh my God.
Ocho Cinco said that man need to do a little more cardio. He said the cardio ain't, the ain't as strong as it could be. But
it used to be, yeah.
Listen, first of all, what I love is the internet researchers who went out and found Michelle.
Like, who had time? Who had the time? They had the time.
The internet is undefeated, Belinda. You know that.
They had the time.
I said, wait a minute. How did y'all?
They found her?
Yeah.
They found her?
And guess what? And she apparently has a lawsuit against him. So I think that's why I can agree with what Lateef said.
Really?
Yes.
What's the lawsuit about?
I have no I don't know. Something went wrong. But she's trying to sue him for something.
Probably, she needs to sue old girl from Georgia because my understanding is she got the gorilla group that
Right.
that old girl got accused of.
Oh, right.
Listen, as soon as she said Uncle Shay Shay name, that's when he was like, oh, hey, whoa. Came to a screeching halt at the end after that was over.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
The life we're living right now, to have insight into all of these details of people's personal lives.
So it was defamation. It was defamation.
Defamation.
Yeah.
How's it defamation? Everyone wants Michelle now.
No. But the lawsuit was before that, though. The lawsuit was before that. So I really think that what Shannon did was like, okay, now you suing me, but you trying to keep popping in and out of my life.
Wow.
Now I can use this tape against you.
Right. That's why I say I think it was on purpose. That's
But if somebody is suing you, do you open your door to them? Like,
Clearly.
Look, they open their door to each other.
I mean, considering the 120 new lawsuits that Baby Oil Johnson & Johnson Combs has now against
Costco says they don't sell that much baby oil. They don't have it.
Yeah, Costco said don't blame us.
Right.
But more importantly, Costco got their own brand of baby oil. If they would have that with that like Kirkland.
Yeah.
Do they, Dwight? Tell us.
I'm just saying, like, he had the Johnson & Johnson. He had the baby oil of baby oils.
Wow.
But you know what they said, that the baby oil wasn't baby oil. It was oil infused with a drug that once penetrating the skin, it puts you in a hallucinogenic state.
Really?
GHB or something like that.
Yeah.
And he had 1,000 bottles of it.
And here's the other thing too, though. The baby oil has nothing to do with anything, really. I mean, it's more to humiliate him more than anything. Because you got to think about when you look at the Kevin Spacey's and the Harvey Weinstein's, you don't hear about all the other details of what happened, and you hear about these horrible things happening. They're not giving you the details like this and that was laying around, and we picked up 1,000, so and so, so and so. So it was a message.
Yeah, I think it's a testament to the industry. I think he stepped on somebody's toes, and they were like, "Don't worry about it, dog. We're gonna get you."
Well, Luke said it was Diageo. You tried to sue Diageo.
Right. So
you tried to sue Diageo.
So that's I think the big picture of it, or the big man, is like putting out all that stuff to not only you got these charges, but we're gonna the 1,000 bottles of baby oil, the 2,000 rolls of toilet paper, the 15,000 chapstick. It's like what does that matter? It doesn't matter.
Right. But, and we know the case is bigger than Puffy, right?
Oh,
here's why I say that. Homeland Security raid your house. What do they have anything to do with the case?
Well, because it's human trafficking. Human trafficking.
But now he's with the feds, right? So the feds.
But I don't know if you remember, but it was a long time ago.
Mhm.
We said that on this show that
Yeah.
I'd already gotten the intel that they were getting ready to do that.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
So that's not anything new. They
Well, I
already
think,
knew what. Go ahead.
here's what I think. I think they went and raided his house, and they had to. You got to think about it. If the big dogs are coming after you, they're like, okay, we're gonna raid it, but we're gonna make sure that when we do raid it, we're gonna get everything that's gonna incriminate the big dogs.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's the thing. When they raided before the most recent arrest,
Mhm.
when they did the LA mansion and the Miami mansion, that's when they said that they had secured tapes and documents and
Mhm. Mhm.
all the things. So this was in addition to, but I think to Tief's point, it is, well, no, actually, to your earlier point, Roy, it's still embarrassing,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel
It,
bad for his children.
I was okay, Belinda. I'm not gonna talk over you. I just think it's just a sad day for the culture.
100%.
I don't think that they made him do anything. He did it. Well, let me just say this. Let me not say that he did it. Let me just say that
allegedly.
it is alleged. Okay. Now, whether they decided to bring the media in to impose public opinion, sure, that may be the case.
Mhm.
But I saw you kick Cassie. Like there wasn't anybody riding behind you with a gun making you do that to her.
Right.
I saw you do that. So anything that you get after that,
Right.
fair game. Like, how cowardly are you? Don't this might not even be a good topic to have. But how cowardly? How
Mhm.
cowardly are you to sit there and attack? And the girl is little girl.
Right.
You
Yeah.
you attacked her. She didn't even have no clothes on, and you making her do this with some other man. Your ass crazy.
Yeah. He I'm gonna tell you this. I
And
really
you do good
believe.
parties.
Well, I think here's from what I'm listening to or what
Epic
I've heard.
parties
I
with your
believe
crazy
that
ass.
Justin Bieber is gonna really
I
have
hope he don't
some
say
really
nothing.
no. He's already having the conversation, but he's gonna have a whole lot of compelling information to share. But I also do believe that he's gonna probably be, from what I'm understanding, probably one of the biggest. I don't want to say gospel, but Christian singer. That's what's supposedly going to happen next. Like the music that he's putting out, it's good too. Let me just say that he's worshiping God and it's good, and he has messages in those songs.
Bieber done
Who,
turned his
Justin
life.
Bieber?
Justin Bieber, go listen to his music. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Yes.
All right, Justin.
Yes.
So this is part of his coming out then?
Well, it's him telling his story.
Mm.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Awesome.
Is he gonna like sell books like Bieber Bibles or something like that?
I don't know, but there's a lot of people who got a whole lot to say. That's what I do know.
A lot of people need it too.
But the only thing I was saying is that I feel bad for his kids because they're old enough to see this on social media. They know the people that are being referenced. They have relationships with some of these people, and their mother is gone.
Mm-hmm. Are you talking about the girls, the twins?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think the older boys, kind of, always around him, involved in some of the stuff he's doing, from what I'm listening to. So it's interesting.
Who is that?
Oh, he was suing Puffy.
Yeah, inmate. He's an inmate soon, Puffy.
Oh. Mm.
For what?
I thought it was a fake Larry Fishburne.
No, he said Puffy
No, that's what it looked like.
sexually assaulted him.
Why Bobby put that picture of Puffy biting his lip?
Oh, Jesus.
Take that.
Because Bobby is on it. Okay, Bobby got all the pictures.
Linda, now that you point that out,
Weird, Bobby. Weird.
Bobby said we going on brand right now.
Oh my goodness. Jeez Louise.
Put it out there. We're gonna
For a
put it out
second,
there.
for a second, I thought that was the other guy who was Big John, who was brought into this lawsuit. Did you guys hear about that one? I'm tired of talking about Puppy.
Yeah.
Really am.
Yeah.
we can move on.
Next.
Come on, Bobby.
Rest
Aw.
in
mean-
power.
We don't want to go there.
Hey, rest in peace.
Say one to shift the mood. Rest in power to
I am
James
your
Earl
father.
Jones and John Amos, both of the dads from Coming to America.
Yeah.
Oh, that was my favorite.
Good times.
Well, wait, we switched from James Earl Jones, but they said that his character, because you know he was Darth Vader, they said that he gave the rights to a company in another country, AI company, to replicate his voice so that they can keep the character going after he,
Right.
you know, was no longer.
Absolutely.
Isn't that-
Yeah, he sold those rights a few years ago.
yeah,
So
a while
been
ago.
enjoying that money for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
lovely. I like that.
Isn't it? And also, rest in peace to Frankie Beverly.
Joy.
Before I let you.
Reunions have never been the same. My question is,
never.
so he had been penciled in to be the closing artist for Essence, like in perpetuity, like
Right.
Forever.
multi-year contract.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious, like, what does that mean for that concert now? I mean, I'm sure they have great artists, but it feels like he's been the closing artist for them. Feels like for at least the last decade.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were.
I think 2 decades, because when I was going back, before I was married, he was doing it then. But and we've been married. We got 2 decades in. I've been with this guy, Mario.
Gang.
But towards the end, he wasn't singing, Dwight. He was like,
He
this
wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, yeah, he was letting the audience do it, but
Yeah.
something about that dude coming out in all white.
Yeah, for sure.
No matter.
With the cap on. With the cap on.
Where I was going was, I think they probably
Well,
keep
we are
doing
one.
it though. Maze will keep
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah.
Maze. The
No,
band.
Maze will keep going, but I thought
Maze
that they
is
were
separate.
interviewing. I thought they were auditioning for the lead singer part
Not
for
the
like
same.
the last couple of years.
I don't know. I mean, it's Frankie Beverly, and it's one thing. It's almost like when Tony tried to go on tour without Raphael Sadiq. I just don't.
Yeah, I agree.
You got to give it a chance, Dwight.
I'm gonna tell you this: the worst that I've ever seen, Dwight, was when Drew Hill came here.
Without Cisco.
There was maybe one member, and Cisco came out. You're like, okay, where is everybody?
That is funny.
Did y'all wear all white on the 20th? Frankie
I
Beverly.
forgot.
I was in DC. People were doing it. It was nice. It was fun.
I didn't wear all white, but I did end up going to a Frankie Beverly tribute here in Miami.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good time, folks just hanging out. Most of those folks were wearing all white, but
Yeah.
I was definitely violent.
It was nice. And Usher did a nice tribute.
Yeah, for sure.
Fur coat.
But I've never experienced a bad Frankie Beverly concert ever. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Like, even when he wasn't singing,
Right.
the energy was still there.
Energy. The vibe was so
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was definitely a show and a movement and a vibe.
And multiple generations know the music.
For
Like
sure.
our kids know. They may not know every song, but they know who that is.
and I couldn't remember the last time I've been to a homecoming. You're not listening to Frankie Beverly and the Maze.
Yeah.
Homecoming,
That's
reunion.
homecoming music.
Let's not get it
Yeah.
twisted. There's not going to be a
Yeah.
homecoming where you're not going to be there. Like,
Right.
the music lives on. Let's
Right.
like
Right.
Absolutely.
you got to get in formation with that before I let go. drops. But I noticed the internet is a funny place, and I love it. They were talking about only Frankie Beverly could have us, doing line dances to a song about him dumping a woman.
Right, Dwight. Have y'all ever listened to the lyrics? I said it's a sad song.
The whole song is about him being like, I'm about to drop you like a bad.
Before I let you go.
Boy, I let you go.
Are you saying that's what the song is about?
Yes.
We're so close. We've been so close.
Electric slide into a breakup song.
Look,
Wow.
And got the beat kind of upbeat, it's like the beat's like, you're just like, yeah. Wait, he's breaking up with her.
Right.
You know who saw all they songs are like that? Lionel Richie.
Yeah.
Ooh, all of his are like that.
Listen,
Sailing.
there was one dude who did a breakdown of Hello, the Hello video from back in the day, and they were just like, so we just gonna sit here and like he was a professor at the school messing with this blind girl.
Right.
So we're not gonna say nothing about that.
Oh my gosh.
Right. Come on. Hello. Wait, hold on, man.
I love that song.
18, 19 years old, and you trying to holler at her, taking advantage of this blind girl. What's wrong with you? You grown too.
Oh Jesus.
Another fellow HBCU grab.
Yeah.
Like the Stiggy, right?
That was our president, our former president's cousin.
Who? Lionel Richie?
Yeah.
Oh, that was President Harvey's cousin.
That was President Harvey's cousin.
I think with Lionel's, he's a Kappa, right? I think is he Kappa, Dwight?
He's definitely an Alpha.
So, he's an Alpha. Okay, I knew he was something. I knew he was in the fraternity. I knew that.
Who?
Lionel Richie.
Oh. Is he still alive?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Remember he did the show.
He was at the Hard Rock. Yeah.
No, he did the singing show.
The Voice.
Oh,
You
that's
are
right.
right. You are
Kelly
right.
Clarkson and all them.
He's still on that show too, isn't he?
Yeah.
Still on there. Yes, he is.
I get Lionel Richie and what's his name mixed up.
Ooh. John Legend. Smokey Robinson.
Wow.
Smokey Robinson.
Smokey Robinson. Smokey Robinson about that life.
Listen, Smokey
Looked like he about 25.
Smokey got that great surgery.
Yeah.
Be on stage still gyrating. Now like Smokey stop.
with that silk shirt on.
Smokey about 80 years old too.
Easily.
North of 80. He's closing.
Yeah.
out.
Right.
Like a minimum.
Yeah. Rest in
Yeah.
peace to Kimbe.
Rest in peace.
Mm.
Yeah.
That brain
Yeah.
cancer ain't no joke, boy.
Isn't he the one who did this?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I love those commercials.
That's him.
Mm-hmm.
Those commercials live rent free in my head. I love those.
Finger about 3 inches long.
Listen, I mean, and Roy can appreciate this. Back when, college basketball was in its heyday, imagine a squad that had him and Alonzo Mourning.
And Alonzo, yeah.
And Alonzo,
Same
boy.
squad. That was
Yeah.
those Georgetown teams were
Yeah.
nothing to
The
play.
Big East, period.
Yeah. He actually makes Alonzo look short. That's the crazy part.
Right.
100%.
How tall is he?
7'2",
7'3".
7'3".
No, Alonzo Mourning.
Alonzo.
He's really about 6'11".
Yeah, he's
Yes,
like
it's
6'11".
Oh wow, I don't think I realized he was that much taller than you, honey.
But standing next to me, it really just wasn't that big of a gap.
Yeah,
He's just more broad.
he's
When you're
definitely.
broad, it makes you look even bigger.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely, just a reminder to get those checkups, folks.
For sure.
I mean, Dikembe, unlike, James Earl Jones, John Amos, even Frankie Beverly lived a pretty lengthy life, but
Right.
Kimbit was only 58. You know,
But I didn't even know he had brain cancer. Like he just was like out of.
That's what he got. That's what he died from. Brain cancer.
Yeah, brain cancer. But brain cancer is once it's in there, man, it tends to accelerate.
yes,
Like you didn't hear anything like his health. Go ahead, my bad.
that was the thing. He was just a consistent ambassador for what he was.
Mhm,
You know, he expanded the game to the continent of Africa.
for sure.
He was a global ambassador for a number of
Yeah.
issues, and lived a full life in that regard. And similar to kind of like Chadwick Boseman, didn't
Mhm.
really make a big deal about what he was going through.
Mhm.
Kept it private.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude.
Mm.
You're right though. You gotta
You
get
got too.
This is gonna be the RIP show, I guess.
How we do
Man.
it like
But
yeah,
you know what? All this happened in the month of what?
in the last month, yeah. That's
Yeah, man.
All this happened in September.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mario.
Like, people just falling.
No, his name not Mario.
Tito.
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 It's on the shirt. Hello.
Yeah, I think it's important for the millennials and Gen Z folks who might be watching us that he did not make the vodka. Two totally different Titos.
Oh,
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 boy.
Jesus.
For those of us in Gen X and older, we understand who Tito is.
Yeah.
Tito Jackson is, but
He actually was a good dude. I used to run into him all the time in LA. We used to go to the same pizza spot at the end of the night. He'd come in there randomly. Really nice guy.
Tito's brother shares his wife.
Oh yeah.
oh yeah, that was the scandal. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
that darn Jermaine.
Jermaine is a mug, boy.
They had children, right?
Yes, brother, cousin.
Brothers. and
Brother,
sisters.
cousin. Yeah.
And Bobby need to put that picture up because he got that weird
Yeah,
hairline.
yeah.
Painted
Yeah.
like
Like, how can you do
And
That's right. That is right.
so he took remember the old Kiwi black shoe polish? Shoot that thing out. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just thinking about like
Family reunions,
huh?
family reunions, Sunday.
Right.
That's just nasty.
Yeah, like that's nasty. Like, why would no,
something about Jermaine. He been a problem for a while.
For a minute.
My thing is this though, like,
'Cause remember,
that
Jermaine
was
started
one of
by marrying Barry Gordy's daughter,
Right. That was the problem.
and, which
was
is
a
already
problem.
right. So he always been playing in the same pool too often.
but that's my
That's
thing.
been his
Like,
problem.
is this the only one? Like, this is it? Like, this is who you like out of all the LA.
Yeah.
I mean, the one deviation he did make was he was dating Whitney Houston for a little bit.
He did.
Yeah,
Mm.
that was the one time he didn't pick off the family tree.
Mm.
Well-
Well, speaking of getting picked off,
Mm.
Tua is out.
He is. He's done.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's
He
done.
He's not
for
done.
He needs to be done.
He's a
You can't keep playing around with those concussions like
Steve,
that.
he knows he should be done.
You cannot
He
keep
should be.
doing that to yourself. If you don't know
Yeah.
how to slide and all you know how to do is just act like you a linebacker, you don't need to be playing.
I don't know if it was that. I mean, some of the hits in the past were clean hits.
I
Well,
didn't
all-
say it was
all of the
clean
hits
hits.
were
I'm
clean
just
hits.
saying
Yeah.
he
It's
didn't
just a
have
matter of-
to
Yeah.
instigate it. It's not like he was getting hit in the pocket.
I
Yeah,
think it's
on that-
football.
on that
It's
particular
football.
play.
It's
That
football.
particular play, he had the first down. All he had to do was just slide.
Yeah,
And then
that one.
it'd have been
That
cool.
particular. Yes, I agree.
I think he's just when it comes to his brain health, he's just fragile.
It is. He is.
He
I
needs
mean,
to,
in all seriousness, he really needs to retire because it's going to get worse.
I just don't want to see him see anything happen to him like that. He shouldn't want it to himself. He shouldn't want that kind of life because you never know.
It's really traumatic.
Sensitive.
Yeah.
Here's the part I don't like about it all. Because the NFL really paints a picture of trying to protect the players and the quarterbacks, right? On the flip side of it, though, the NFL is also about their paper. So they're going to, if there's an opportunity for him to play, he's going to play. But I'm going to tell you right now how it's going to be reported. Now, the NFL controls everything that they do, whether or not they got vaccinations and do everything else and be on their knee and everything else. The second that he's supposed to play or they're thinking about him playing, they're going to say he made a decision to play. Mark my words.
I hope he
That's
does.
the only thing I don't like about it.
I mean, you're right. I mean, he's scheduled to come back in week 8. But you're spot on.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention he just signed a huge contract.
Mm-hmm.
When his hands froze up like that's just scary. That's enough.
He has no business playing, period, point blank. They shouldn't even reporting it.
You don't play around with brain.
No, that's money. That's money driven.
It's 100% is money driven, and that's the reason why they're gonna have him play. And then they instill that competitive nature in him to want to come back and play as well. So it's like he's gonna want to come back and play for his team and boost the team up and stuff like that. But the thing that I to me is going to be a selfish move because you keep coming back and then you keep getting hurt. So you come back, they build the offense around you, they build the plays around you, and then you get knocked out. Now we stuck.
Now we stuck. Now we stuck.
We are.
This is his life on the line, man.
No, I agree.
Well,
which is reason why
y'all need to do a better job in having a backup quarterback.
Look, they're called backup quarterbacks for a reason.
No,
let's stay right there. Let's stay right there.
Way back with Huntley.
Let's stay right there on the backup. Let's stay right there. Cam Newton.
What about him?
I think they should have called Cam.
He's been called. What's the name of the team?
Oh, the Panthers called him. They brought him in for a workout.
Yeah.
Last week, okay. I think they could have called him. They could have called Kaepernick.
No, I would call Kaepernick before I call Cam.
I think Kaepernick's too far removed.
And you don't think Cam is?
Not as far as him.
And the reason why I say Kaepernick because I think Kaepernick is in better playing shape than Cam is.
I don't think so. I don't agree with you.
Yeah,
I think Cam has been working out for the last 2 years, hoping somebody would call him. Cam stays in shape.
It was Kaepernick.
Yeah,
but Cam still. I think Cam is has recently paid. He may be 2 years removed from it. Kaepernick is way more than that. That's football just rust.
Cam been out for
as a quarterback.
Cam been out at least 5 years.
No, he hasn't.
Go ahead, Bobby.
Let's look at it. Cam.
Bobby. Bobby.
Right.
Come on, Bobby.
It's 3 years.
You don't never listen to me, Bobby.
3, yeah. Now, what about Colin, though?
It's been a minute for Colin.
That's what I'm saying. It's $2016.
Yeah.
Well, while Bobby's got us on pause, though, if we're talking football,
long time, Latif.
Came up about Brian Flores that I thought was was interesting. Somebody brought up the fact that he's got the number 1 defense in the league right now, but it's highly unlikely he's going to get another coaching job again because of the fact that he sued the NFL, which is interesting. And it'll be an interesting testament this year because they said statistically the Minnesota Vikings defense is only second to their purple people eater defense of the 70s, which means he should be auditioning for a job. But the way the NFL set up,
Yeah,
I'm gonna already tell you how they set him up. They set him up by asking Tua what his thoughts were about him, and what did Tua say? That was a setup question.
It was a setup question, but remember they also asked that before Tua got hurt. So the public,
No, I get it, but what it is really to create like this damage. It's no different than like an Eric Bieniemy. Eric Bieniemy, you led your team, the Chiefs, they won championships. Hey,
he's another one. That's
rumors,
crazy.
Rumors in in locker rooms in the NFL. Eric Bieniemy is not a good guy, and the next one it just trickles and it's like a domino effect. So what they got to do is they got to plant that.
I think what it is, the type players that you have in the current NFL are not the type of players that they were bred under. So Flores came out of the Belichick coaching tree, and Belichick's coaching tree is straight up like, look, you don't say nothing. Like, I tell you what to do, and we do it like this. And if you don't like it, take my crap off and go on down the road somewhere.
Because Belichick came out of the Parcells coaching tree.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. And guess what? Tua would never said that about Belichick.
Which is old school. And
he would have never said that. No, he would have never said that though.
And
the question would have never been asked.
Right.
But it's football. Like, come on, like football. It's football.
Nobody said that about none of them. But Bieniemy is coming from the same way. So Bieniemy, he talks to the players like that. Look, man, y'all suck. Y'all need to
what it is, though. We know what it is. We know exactly what it is. So
wait.
It's always, and they always
say it, bro. You gonna say it? Or you want me to say it?
Go ahead, say it.
You saying it?
Nah.
You want to say what I mean? Go ahead, say it, bro.
Go ahead, say it. I say it.
You know the chest, bro? Say it. Say it with the chest,
say
bro. It start with an R, ends with an ism.
It's because his last name is McDaniels.
Right.
Because he fits in that same category.
Please. Hey, he proved that he wasn't when he stood up there on that podium and was like, yeah, I can't relate to what Tyreek Hill went through. I said, we know.
Latif, you yell, you know, we know.
Talking about he part black. You ain't black.
You say McDaniel's out here passing.
Right.
Imitation of life.
Imitation of life. Straight up imitation of life.
Flores couldn't pull off. I'm not black, Poppy. I'm Dominican.
Oh my God. I cannot take another puppy story, Bobby.
Wait, get rid of it. Next.
Much.
Bobby, we can talk about the mayor of New York, Bobby.
Yeah. What they're still gonna go back to Puppy.
Right.
It's all interconnected.
My pinky told her it's Puffy. It's Puffy.
But I would say on the mayor of New York piece, Eric Adams, I don't know if he's delusional, arrogant, or both. But I get, it's funny to watch because he really out here believing that he's not about to have to resign or whatever.
You say he out here living like the lady in Colorado, the clerk.
Tina, living like Tina.
Listen, first of all, they pulled your cell phone, brother. And it would be one thing if it was like cryptic, like he had some code words. It was literally the Turkish folks texting him talking about when you gonna give us
right.
We flying you out first class. When you gonna give us what we said?
Right.
What you said you was gonna give us? And he's all like, "What's the problem, baby? I don't know what the problem is." They're like texting like, "We gave you the money. Now we need you to deliver."
Right. Right. When
Wow.
can we have first dibs on that contract, bro?
Mm.
I mean, we gave you your 60 stacks. Like what? Like, come on, dog. You
Mm.
tripping? Hey,
Mm.
but that thing funny though. It's like, dog, we got you red-handed. Like it's right here. And he's like, and
Like, what's the problem is?
yeah, I don't
Nah.
understand the problem.
I give him credit for them bars. I don't know if you saw that last press conference. He said, "I'm gonna let the haters be my waiters."
Right.
And they serve me at the table. I said, this man out here trying to drop
2024
lyrics like he a
is full of
mixtape.
delusional people.
2024 is that year.
Yes.
Oh man.
Mm.
Let it go. Let it go, Weezy.
You know what though? Wayne was not talking about. The media made that a bigger deal, and then eventually,
Well, he was crying about it.
Because he wasn't ready. He was crying because the opportunity came and he was not ready.
I think the media made it a bigger deal from the beginning, and eventually, I think he had to address it.
But I think
so. Yeah.
But I think for Kendrick Lamar though, it will be a very good business move or exciting move to have them come out though.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think something's going to be continued. I think eventually they may come out. I think they will for some reason somehow.
I mean, because you got Cash Money Click and you got Master P. Like that was.
But are we saying that those are the people in the audience?
No,
not really.
That is
Not
true.
really.
That is true.
That's
You
not.
said, you said, are those the people in the audience?
Yeah.
The audience that watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Didn't Jennifer Lopez perform here in Miami or something like that?
Yeah.
She not from Miami.
She's not from y'all block.
And really, who says you have to be from there to perform?
Right.
That's just something new that these people been doing.
Well, the thing about it is that they got glossed over is that the city had the first right of refusal. So when Jay-Z was like, what does New Orleans want? The mayor was like, here's who we want. So your beef is with
your mayor.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? With the mayor of New Orleans.
Right. Other thing too is that Cashman, them guys they're not even they weren't even getting along anyways.
Right.
But have you seen Lil Wayne recently? Like he's not.
Dwayne, he goes around and goes to a lot of talk shows.
He's not up to par in his performances. He even said he doesn't even remember all the words to his songs. He's just his health is an issue. Like
he's getting too much codeine.
Yeah, he's not in a good space.
Really?
It takes a lot to create a Super Bowl show and get on stage and perform. Y'all saw Usher?
Well, I guess that would be why those things really like hit him hard, because he was very emotional on that tape where he was talking about it. And if you're not healthy within, then I can see. I mean, because why would you think that you're going to get the halftime show?
Right.
That's why I said media made more of a big deal than it was. You don't get it.
I heard this one millennial or Gen Z, one of them. It wasn't a baby boomer or a Gen X. That's what I do know. She was like, "What music has he made?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "That's about right."
Right.
When was the last time he put anything out? I enjoy it.
But it doesn't. But listen, 50 Cent.
The music that he did make was somewhat a staple in the for the culture. You know what I mean?
It was. And here's the thing: we didn't say that when 50 Cent came out. He did an old song,
but he came out within the whole thing, and
it was not. But they can still do the same thing. They can still do the same.
I'm not saying he can't, but they were saying the conversation was not can 50 Cent be a part of the Super Bowl halftime show. Mm-hmm. This conversation would then have to be 50 Cent is the lead for the Super Bowl halftime show. And then they would say, I know he's a producer and a writer, what is he bringing out the cast of Power? What is he gonna do?
Well, I agree, but I also do believe that Lil Wayne has had music that spanned for a very long time that actually
You get no disagreement with me.
Yeah.
I like Lil Wayne, but I'm also not in that age group.
Right.
They would
I mean,
be
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying as far as the age and everything.
We're talking about the Super Bowl. It's the Super Bowl. Nobody's gonna be in that age group. Gonna be a bunch of like people our age watching the Super Bowl. Ain't gonna be no kids.
I was just telling you what the kids said. Now, listen.
They're not paying for the kids.
I was telling you something that the kids said.
Now they should bring up. If they don't bring out anybody, they at a minimum bring out big. They need to bring out.
That's why your butt's tired. All that yelling. You gotta sit back. Your butt got tired doing all that.
All of your energy just to say that to Mario.
Master P and Pastor Troy, and let them squash their beef.
Right. Master P and Big Frida.
Well, Big Frida, they gotta have Big Frida.
No, they
don't. Roll a No Limit tank out that bad.
They gotta have Big Frida. You cannot not have Big Frida.
Watch that without Big Frida. Watch.
Big Frida ain't gonna be part of nothing.
What?
No.
Big Frida is gonna make an appearance.
No, trust me, they will not have Big Frida in that. Trust me, they won't.
Big Frida ain't got no ticket. Big Frida ain't being a part of nothing.
Okay.
No, not even a consideration, not even a thought, not even name mentioned.
Until you just
Big
said
or Frida.
Miss Lauryn Hill fan.
Right.
What? Lauryn Hill is not gonna be there. Big Frida will.
Well, we know that. Even though she was picked, she wasn't gonna show up, so she wasn't gonna be there.
Always gonna be on Lauren.
Auntie Marley, Lauren.
She wasn't gonna be there even if she was picked.
Y'all be minding her business, and here y'all are bringing her name up.
Okay, man. Big Frida gonna make that stage.
We don't care about
word on the street though.
Big Frida gonna make that stage. Big Frida been on Beyonce's. She made Beyonce's.
Man, don't try to co-sign with your wife now, Mr. Tallahassee fight.
Leave Black Love alone, baby.
She came to Miami and I missed it. I don't know what I was doing, but I missed seeing Big Frida when she was in Miami.
You missed that bounce.
What? Name one song.
It's all.
Say it again. Exactly.
I don't know the name of it. But you know, it's that New Orleans.
The energy.
It's that New Orleans bounce music.
Let me clear your heart. Let me get it. Bring it down, and we go.
Rumor has it is that because all these HBCU bands are playing Not Like Us, that either Grambling or Southern is going to get.
That would be nice
to come on out with him.
That's
the word on the street.
That would be very appropriate. That would be very appropriate.
Yeah,
that would be nice.
I think if one of those two schools gets a chance to showcase, I think all will be forgiven in the streets of New Orleans.
Well, seeing as though you brought out the fact that the mayor was the one who had the decision-making opportunity.
Listen, if you've been following New Orleans politics for the last couple of years, the mayor beefing with everybody. Like they said they had a mock head of hers during Mardi Gras this past year. She was out here cursing out the folks. It's been a whole hot mess.
Wow.
Oh my God.
New Orleans gives 0 Fs.
Oh Jesus. Latif, what is that? Kool-Aid?
Huh?
What's that? You drinking?
Oh no, that's a water bottle. It's just an Omega water bottle.
Oh. Okay, got it.
Got that oil up in that thing. Drinking that oil.
Before we jump off on October the 10th, it's World Mental Health Day. Please make sure to take care of yourself. The month of October is Bullying Prevention Month. Mario, the bully. Please be sure to.
Your commercial sounds like you bullying the show.
Okay. It's not a commercial. I'm telling the world it's Bullying Prevention Month. Don't be a bully. Mario.
I've never been a bully in my life.
I wasn't talking to you. I'm talking to Mario.
Mm-hmm.
Love y'all. We'll see y'all next month. Peace.
All right.
hot, but I got the reach. Pop, lock, now I'm off the leash. Mic drop, I ain't gotta preach.